Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be having a discussion on Alperen Sengun. I think this cat's about to blow up next season. I really do, and we got the stats to back it. Basically, the way I see it is, I think, especially with like European players, they have something about them. Like, it's just like the work ethic, it's just basketball IQ, it's everything. And yes, Sengun does have some things he doesn't excel in, like three-point shooting. He's a little bit on the slower side. His defense isn't exactly where some people want it to be. But I saw a tweet saying, it was something like, if we had the 3 pick this year and you had the ability to draft Mobley, I'm not taking Mobley because we have Sengun. Now, I thought that was pretty foolish. Evan Mobley, the way I see it, like, you have a 7-footer who is, like, he can guard 1 through 5, he can shoot threes, he can protect the rim, protect the paint, he can score. The way his rookie season went was phenomenal, so it kind of just sparked this, like, internal debate, like, damn, if you had the 3rd pick and Evan Mobley was in this year's draft class, would you want Mobley, or would you be okay with having Sengun? The way it is right now is you have Paolo Banchero being projected to go to the Houston Rockets. And one thing I'm trying to nonstop tell you Rocket fans, don't get that locked into your brain. Do not get it locked into your brain. If there's one thing we saw last year's draft, didn't happen until pick number 4, but things could go any which way. Orlando, OKC, either of those 2 teams could trade their draft pick. Some team could go out, swoop in with Paolo Banchero. Like, say you have a team somewhere between like 4 and 10. They're going to give this assorted package with a pick swap and, young talent, future first, whatever, to Orlando, to Oklahoma to get that pick if they're that big on Paolo. So, like, I think personally the Houston Rockets will draft Banchero. But at the same time, I'm not getting it. I'm not brainwashing my brain to be like, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. Because just as much as I think Paolo is going to be a Rocket, Chet could easily be a Rocket as well. Like, you don't know what these teams are thinking, even though it may seem like, all right, Orlando, Chet, the best quality player, or Jabari, best quality player for you guys. OKC, all right, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's so many ifs, ands, or buts about it. When we look at Sengun, I've messed that up all season. Sorry, LP. When we look at LP stats this season, 9.6 per game, 5.5 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 0.9 blocks, 0.8 steals, but keep in mind this dude only played 20.7 minutes all game. So what I want to do here is I want to look at his pre and post All-Star break, and then I also want to look at his starting stats, because this is going to give me a little bit more of a firm idea of what are we going to expect next season. Here is still how I think Houston's offseason is going to go. I would love for them to figure out an assorted package where you're giving Christian Wood to Portland, or you're giving Christian Wood to Sacramento, or something where you're getting rid of Christian Wood for somewhere between 4 to 10. Right? That's kind of what I would not mind one bit, but I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't think it's going to happen. I think Christian Wood will be a Rocket next season. And if Christian Wood is a Rocket next season and Banchero is a Rocket next season, Sengun's going to be coming off the bench yet again. I don't have an issue with Sengun coming off of the bench. What I do have an issue with is him not getting minutes. That is where I have an issue. So that's why I want to pull up the pre and post All-Star breaks we got right here. Pre-All-Star break, 50 games, 18.7 minutes per game, 8.7 points, 4.8 rebounds. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. His per 36 stats all season were phenomenal. But yeah, 50 games, 18.7 minutes. So what happens second half of the season? You're looking at 22 games, 25.1 minutes per game. And that's when we start seeing some cool stats. We're looking at 11.6 per game, 7 rebounds, 2.7 assists. He can pass the ball, 1 steal, and 1 block per game. So whenever Sengun gets his opportunity, I don't think it will happen at the start of this next season. I think it'll happen at the end of next season. Keep in mind, man, Houston isn't trying to win the NBA Finals next year. They're still I don't want to say light years away, but they're still not there yet. Right? We're just not there yet. I've talked about this in my recent videos, the thought process that I think Houston is going for. You get your 3rd pick this year, you get your 17th pick, maybe you trade away Wood, maybe you trade away Gordon, maybe you trade away Wall, but even if you don't, all those players' salary are going to be coming off next season, off the books. KPJ, this is a critical contract year for Kevin Porter Jr. I think he's going to excel in it, and I think he's going to get extended by the Houston Rockets. So I think they're not in a rush to start Sengun. This past season, we saw him only start 13 games. 29.6 minutes per game, 12.1 rebounds, 12.1 points, 8.2 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 1 steal, or 1 block, 0.7 steals. So when he does get his opportunity, I mean, he is all over the world right now. Like, he's playing in Europe, he's playing in these cups. He is a workhorse right now, and I've seen some complaints about that, like, oh, we got to keep those legs fresh. He's 19 years old. Like, he's gonna be just fine. I don't, especially if he's getting, like, statistically, his season average was below 20 points per game. I think he will be just fine. If anything, I think fans should be exhilarated and excited at the fact that he is currently overseas right now playing non-stop competitive basketball. Yes, it's not the NBA. And it's not like it's going to help him immediately translate into the NBA. But he has a year under his belt. They're going to give him another year of just kind of, like, almost like an evaluation. Not that he's worth, or he risks losing his role or his spot on the Houston Rockets. There's a reason Stone traded up for him. So people saying Sengun, trade him if you get Banchero, trade him if you get Chet. Idiots. Just idiots. It's not happening. You don't trade up for a player that and just trade him the next season. That does not happen. So Sengun working with Hakeem, Sengun playing overseas all summer. We'll see summer league. Is he playing in the summer? He might not be. Damn, I can't believe I forgot if he's playing in the summer league. He might not be playing in the summer league, but preseason, start of the season, in limited opportunities, he is going to kill it. He was already a per-minute monster. By the end of the season, you already had just the general NBA media world start to be woken up and be like, oh, yeah, like, they got a gem. You see flashes of Jokic in him, but, like, there are some stuff he has to work on. He's working on them right now. So I think he's poised for a phenomenal NBA career. And I think he's just as poised for a impressive season next year. We'll see with Wood. If Wood's still on the roster, no shot in hell this man starts. It's the reality of it, but who knows? Maybe they trade Wood. That's it for today. If you guys enjoyed, hit the like button, hit that sub button, and we're going to play this little promo here, and I'll see you guys at this daily live NBA show. We're going to have some sweet people on it. It's live every morning on YouTube at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be on streaming platforms afterwards. Great things coming. The link's going to be in the bio. It's going to be in the comment section of all of my videos. So I hope to see you guys there.
I know that I can make it clear.